Oh, you must be like me. Oh, you're out abort mission.
Why?
I'm two handfuls.
Hey,
Handfuls.
handful.
I'm a handful. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
I know that. My mom couldn't handle me. My auntie couldn't handle me.
Oh dear me.
No one can handle me.
Do it.
And we are having a show.
Oh, what do you mean no one can handle you? I think, I mean...
I couldn't handle myself sometimes.
But now going back, like when you were a child, I mean, it's growing up. You're saying were you actually a handful? I mean, even from when you moved to your aunt's place. I mean, and going back to your mom, back and forth. But even at your aunt's, like, how was that?
When I was younger, I was quite a chill child. I was easy,
Mm.
you know. I like to play by myself. I like to be on my own buzz, but doing something not constructive, you know, like, but adventurous though.
So what were you doing that's not constructive? Like, give me an example.
Climbing a tree, you know,
Mm-hmm.
falling. I used to fall a lot when I was small. I remember I got so much scars on my knees. That's from falling, playing up and down. However, I like to be my own buzz, but I like to be around people.
Okay.
But on my own buzz.
So still being an individual amongst a group.
Yeah,
Right.
in that way, in that sense. Like, I've always been like that, actually. I wasn't a handful, but I was a handful. And I wasn't, I'm spoiled, but probably because my auntie always gave me a lot of attention. Then when someone else when I'm not at home doesn't give me the attention that I would get from my auntie, because it was just me and her,
Okay.
you know.
At the house.
Yeah, her daughter is much older than what I am. She went to varsity at that time, so she was never at home. It was just me, my auntie, my mother when she's there, and the dogs.
Okay.
And cats, 2 cats.
Right.
But we were a dog family.
Okay.
So it was just the 2 of us, and both females. You know, so she actually raised me to be an independent woman, you know, and work for everything that I get. But however, she gave me everything, but maybe late in life realize that work for what you want, you know. Like when I started working.
But hang on, when in growing up, going to school, were you quite in school doing your grades? You were not. What was happening there in school? And just
No.
yeah.
My aunt, I was living, but that time when I was in school, I was by my auntie. Permanently, I was living there.
Where did you go to school?
Grooteske,
Okay.
and then Wamba Girls.
Okay.
Yeah, high school.
Matriculated Wynberg Girls.
Yes.
Right. What year?
2017.
Okay.
5 distinctions. I was going to go to university, but I was also going to go overseas. Now my auntie's niece, she worked for me to 24. Now I want to be a journalist. Now was a journalist for the Huisgenoot.
Right.
Now she was actually going to take me with her for a year, by gap year, she was gonna just take me under wing and
To just watch
see where it goes.
how it operates. Yes.
You know,
yes.
and then that's when I messed up.
So tell me, Wynberg Girls. That's a very good school.
I know.
That's a very good school.
Yeah,
And you mentioned 5 distinctions.
yeah.
What subjects?
History, English, no, history, Afrikaans,
Yeah.
CAT,
Right.
life orientation,
Right.
obviously. What other subject was that? It was
So it's English, Afrikaans, the two languages.
literature, English literature,
Okay.
Asmos. No, not English, not English. Afrikaans,
Mm-hmm.
CAT,
Mm-hmm.
history,
Mm-hmm.
life orientation.
Right.
No, four distinctions.
Okay.
4, yeah.
And sport-wise, were you a
I
sporty girl?
was a sporty girl until I started smoking weed. That was grade 10. That's basically when I started my party, starting to go to Athlone back home to mommy,
Okay.
you know, because at home in Southfield, I was at a structure, you know.
Mm.
This is how I do things. My life was, you know,
So up until grade 8, to say, up until that point in time, your life was pretty much, yes, Athlone was happening and that chaos
But
was
I
going
wasn't
on, but you
worried.
weren't there.
No, not at all.
So you were in excuse me, you were with your mom in the second, your stepmom in Athlone in Southfield, and going to school and back to school, and there were no sort of issues and or nothing like that in terms of.
No, it's almost like a, I don't want to say it like this, a bad mom, good mom. Like the mom that keeps you on the straight and narrow, and then the other mom that just lets you do what you want to do. Now that was my mom,
Right.
you know. Now that is where I, okay, which one now, you know? And yes, I put the person, mom, good mom, I kicked her aside every time when I wanted to have a good time. Then I go to my mother, then my life just, you know?
So and that good time would be on a weekend, I'm assuming, because during the week you're at school, right? Or how would it play? I'm trying to understand how did it play out?
How it started was, I started working for Spa, this was grade 10.
Okay.
But this was a job shadow. After my job shadow, my fish in what's this? Offie Village. There was banana jam.
Right.
Yes, I work by so many places. I keep forgetting, my bad. Banana jam. I don't ever stole there.
Right.
Then I started working there weekends.
Okay.
Then I started getting money. Don't know what to do with the money. Then I would take a taxi from Kenilworth to Lansdowne. Then I will get Lansdowne, take a train Lansdowne, Athlone. Then I go to my mother, and then I just spend money and start drinking wine and so het gegaan, man. And the bad habits started coming, and you know, lekker tye, came, you know, when you're young and new experiences, you don't so think about the downfall and, you know, bad choice, but good life experience, but bad choice at the wrong time, you know.
So you I mean, at that age you're 16.
I was
right?
15, 16, yeah.
And so weekends you're doing that, but then during the week you go back to Southfield.
Because the aunt will come fetch me on Sunday. Sundays was church days. Now, I made it like, no, I must go to Sunday, 6 o'clock church time, not the 10 o'clock one.
6 o'clock in the morning.
No, the evening side,
okay.
because it was I still want to be there for that last bitchy of the funness. Now you see, that's why I say fun and partying and stuff. It's at the age of 24, I can say now, no, it's not worth it. Partying and having fun, it's really not worth. You know, what's actually important. Messing up was important.
So then she'd pick you up at 6 and you go to church with her, and then from there you just go back to Southfield. with the other mom? With
No,
yourself?
my mother, myself and mom come picks me up from Athlone.
Yes.
Yeah, for church, and then we go to church and then home.
But then are your grades not dropping, and like I'm trying to understand also, it's at school, or the teacher's not saying, but hang on, Bianca, we know what you're capable of and what you've done, but now we see a steady decline. What's happening?
Yeah, that's the time when I actually started having social workers on my case. The school social workers now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when I started slacking on sports. But grade-wise, I don't want to say I'm a smart student, but thing is I like to learn. I'm a
fast learner.
I'm a fast learner, yeah, and good with
listener.
Yeah.
And you catch on things very quickly.
Yes.
Right.
So that was never an issue. Schooling and studying was never an issue for me. I must just put my mind to it okay, that's what I'm doing. There it is, like that. And after school, after whatever, whether I'm sport or whatever, my auntie makes sure that I'm by my desk, by my books, every single day.
Right.
So that's also helpful.
So there was so at least during the week there was structure in your life, in the sense that you went to school, you did the things, and then you got home after sport, sat in the desk and you studied, and then you went to bed.
Yes, like legit, honestly. Like even though I had a phone, my mind wasn't there.
Right.
You know.
Then what about the sport? If your grades weren't suffering, what was happening on the sporting field?
I just got lazy, to be honest. I got lazy.
To the point of social workers getting involved.
Not because of my sports, because of my not attitude, but I don't say. Okay, a lot of people knew my auntie.
Okay.
At school.
Okay.
The teachers, and she was school council. She was very
involved in schools, in whatever was happening in the school, right?
So that is how social workers got involved, and don't know if you know this. I don't know how to say her name, but she was actually my social worker. That day plays for City Oyster. The colored lady. The beautiful one, the long brown hair. Peterson is her surname.
She's a teacher at
No,
the
she was a social worker.
She's a social worker.
She was, yeah.
If I see her face, maybe I'll know her.
But she was actually my social worker. Yo, man, I must get to her name. Then I'll let you know. She was actually my social worker at school, and she actually used to come to my house. She was very good as my auntie. My aunt's a very lovely lady.
So I'm assuming you say that very proudly. It was a very good experience with her, that lady that you're talking about, the social worker, in terms of that period.
Yeah, she helped us out a lot, you know, because my social worker first she actually passed away. Annie, the Olivier, she passed away, and then she took over. Yeah, but yeah.
Okay, and in sport, what sport did you play?
Netball was my sport. Netball, hockey, indoor and outdoor.
Okay.
And cross country and athletics, a long distance, short distance, and high jump. Yeah, that's it.
And then you just stopped. Did you just stop those, or did you just?
I stopped going to practices, and I stopped going to the matches, and yeah, I got lazy because I just. Instead of in that time, then I went in my time of sport after school, then I'll go somewhere else where I'm not supposed to be going to.
Where will that be?
To a boyfriend of mine that works by Pick and Pay Plumstead in his first boyfriend also, and you know how it goes. Then I'd go to the off.
How does it go? I don't know how it goes.
First love, first this, first that, first
Okay.
everything, and
Right.
then everything is just I do everything for you, like that.
Mm.
You know, I will carry this for you, or I will steal this for you, or I will kill this one for you. You know, like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to, so I understand you correctly.
Okay. Yeah.
So what were you? You don't have to go all graphic, but what are the regrets that you have out of that first relationship, besides the fact that he obviously distracted you in terms of going to sport and all those things, and he was that distraction that you went to. What are the major things that you can say? Yeah, that was
Everything.
everything. So it was
Because
a terrible relationship.
Yeah. It was okay, but if I must look at it now, no, then you stay for gat because he was 26 and I was 15, 16. Okay, I lied to him. I told him I was 18, but that's besides the point. Thing is this, he was still with a baby mama. He had a full-grown female with his 2 of his kids, and he was with me. And he made me so deep verliefd for him. And I just believed everything that came out of his mouth. And I did all of this shit just to go, oh shit, I swore. Sorry.
It's fine.
Oh.
It's okay.
All of this nonsense
Yeah.
for him. And then that happened, and I dated him for a year and 2 months, yeah. Yeah, that was actually quite my longest relationship. I haven't been in much, but my longest. Almost my longest. This one now is my longest.
Okay. How did you guys meet with that first
Pick
one?
and pay.
Oh, so you're going to do shopping.
Yeah.
Tell me, how did that
He was a
talk me
tallbacker.
through that conversation?
I don't know, I forgot. You know, it just happened. He was a tallbacker, and I always go with my auntie to Pick and Pay. Always, every night. Before I met him and after I met him. But I just saw this guy, and I don't know, but that time he looked so nice to me. And I'll tell you something, you look at him now, he's not nice at all. You could have done so much better, or you mad.
No, but you were young, you were impressionable, right?
And from Lavender Hill.
What's wrong with
My
love?
first
What's wrong?
boyfriend, Lavender Hill, and I was basically a white girl. Colored white, colored
What does
coconut.
that mean?
No, man. Then I'd rather have got a bit off if I got my first boyfriend from Roundabout Boys or Weinberg Boys or so, man. But Lavender Hill.
Are you saying to me that?
Just think logically, man.
Okay.
This prim and proper rah girl.
Right.
A first book is from Lavender Hill. Okay, even though I am a colored, yes, it took me back to my roots. That's where the whole mess up came, actually. When I started dating him, pardon for that, and going to the ghettos more often, brought me back to, okay, now I want to go more back to my mother.
Right.
Back to where I came from, you know, and to be honest, from my experience, the difference of lifestyles of white people and colored people is totally different. The way it is in the household, the way it is outside the house, the way it is in friendships, the way it's completely different. And that's where all the zigzags in my life come in. You know? Yeah.
And that difference at at 16, I guess it was difficult to sort of take the positives out of this and use those in that zigzag.
It was very difficult. It was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think I'm still struggling a bit with that still. Especially now when I'm still here in this position that I am at the moment, you know? Yeah.
So a year and a half you spend with him, and that's when the zigzagging and then the going back to Athlone and Lavender Hill, you know, and then and as you said, that coincided with you starting with the weed, right? And then you finished. Sorry,
Remember, I was 16.
You're 16, yes.
I haven't finished school yet.
Mm.
So when I finished school and started working, that's when another zigzag in my life started happening. You know? So.
But tell me, hang on, before we get there, school, because I know in those schools, I mean, in a lot of schools, there's matric dances.
I didn't go.
You didn't go to a matric dance?
No.
Why?
I didn't want to. Yeah, that was grade 12. Where was I at that time? I was working, but that's not why. What was I doing? I was in Athlone most of the time. I'm back to Athlone. That was my part 2 of going back to Athlone. That's the time I started smoking, actually.
Whilst you were in grade 12?
Yeah, but Scale and Peace, man. That was at the end, you know? And yes, with that money, we must have to give a certain amount of money for your a placement for you and your partner for the music dance we had at the Alphen Hotel.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So with that money, I went back to go and fetch the deposit money. I paid it still. I was working.
Because you were working, yeah.
And I could pay it. And obviously, like I pay my own stuff. Even though I don't need to, that's how I was learned to come to, you don't need this one and that one to pay first when you can, you know. So I actually went back to go and fetch that deposit money. My auntie allowed me to. She said, no, it's fine.
Okay.
I told her, I don't expect to go anymore. So she said, no, it's fine. So I went to fetch it. So I don't know what you going to do. Now I'm going to go to my mommy. Go to mommy and do what? No, I'm going to go. I supposed to go to my friend Keisha. Take a bit out. Go out for the weekend. You know, go away. You know?
Go out of Cape Town,
go
somewhere.
Out, yeah.
Right.
She's going to have a percentage there, and my 1,100 is going to be quite to fit that. But that I'm also talking all of nonsense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where were you going?
Athlone.
Oh, so you weren't going to Keisha away. You wanted to go to your mom in Athlone.
No, but Keisha stayed in Athlone.
Oh, she stays
my
in
friend's
Athlone.
My friend's name is Keisha. Yeah.
Okay.
But I always used her name as...
Like a scapegoat.
Yes, because my auntie always got angry with me when I said I want to go to my mother. Because she knows what happens when I go to my mother, Athlone, you know? Because my mother knows my friend's mother, and they speak and they WhatsApp, and you know, so she got a liking in a, you know, she could see she's a sincere woman and
someone who's responsible and someone that you can trust and at least do right.
Exactly. So, and then yeah.
You don't talk about your father.
Oh, because I don't know him. All I know is from Yesterday, somewhere close to the not eerste Elsie's close to the soccer field. There in Elsie's. Somewhere there. And that's that. He's tall and I've seen him once. I don't know if that was him.
Okay.
But yeah.
And your mom never talks about him?
Yeah, she used to make jokes here and there about him. But he's never been a factor in my life, so
Right.
he's not important to me, you know. However, I have seen Facebook messages on my mother's phone, the two of them chatting, but never has he ever seen Bianca there.
In the conversation?
Yeah, it doesn't hurt, it doesn't, but it mean okay.
Okay.
You know?
Interesting. Wynberg girls. My brother went to Wynberg boys. So that's why I'm very fond of Wynberg.
Wynberg is a beautiful place. The school structure, girls, boys, junior, it's beautiful. I walked past it the other day, and listen, the way they made it now, no? And I think to myself, what happened to me?
When you think like what goes through your mind when those thoughts come?
I'm not, obviously I'm disappointed a bit in myself, but however, I'm not, how can I say, I haven't given up yet, and surely there's a reason why. So, yeah.
Okay. And okay, so you matriculate, and now you're working, and you also you finish grade 12, you're working, so did you leave Southfield and go back to and move in with your mom in Athlone, or is it just a weekend thing? Or
ever since I left school, it's been up and down, Athens, Southfield. Every time it's been a mess.
why is that?
I don't know. I can't answer that. It's the actual reason could be is because I wanted to maybe. My mother's alive, man. My mother is obviously I wanna see what it's like to live with my mother, But this guy, this man, he's stuck in the middle here between me and my mother, I was saying to myself, but why can't you? She left me, but I've got two younger sisters that she's fully capable of looking after. When she left me, when she didn't even need to leave me, when she had everything going for her, you know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't pay school fees, she didn't, she just had to come and help her auntie, work-wise and stuff like that, baking and answering the phone. That's all she needed, and be there as a mother. But she wasn't there. So what makes it different now that she's got two that she has now?
With the boyfriend?
Yeah.
Right.
And she's basically working her ass off. This is something that I always ask myself. Yeah.
And so, what happened then whilst in Athlone and the zigzagging?
That's actually a time where I lost myself. Started popping pills, smoking, drinking,
it's fine. Matt.
Thank you. I need to blow my nose.
No, please blow it. Don't some water.
Yeah. One can say that you hear from certain things, no? But then when you talk about it, wow. That could be the tears just come again.
I think it's important because I mean that those tears are you releasing emotion that maybe you were holding up.
Anyways. So yeah. I'm okay, man.
No, take your time. Don't worry about it.
Shit.
Don't worry, we can edit that out.
Sorry, man.
Matt will edit that out. Unless you do something to Matt, then we'll just leave that in.
Yeah. Hmm? Yeah.
No, take your time. It's okay.
Anyways, I'm done crying. Next.
So we're still talking about that zigzag and where
Oh.
things turned for the where now then you started drinking and taking drugs and
Yeah, because in that time, no, I was there because I wanted to be, but I could have gone back home, you know, to my mother in Southfield because I can see my mother's just, it's the same pattern every time, you know, and knowing me, I have a long time been like, I'm going to put up with this because this part of my life is actually holding me back. I'm just going to go back and continue living my life the way I'm supposed to. Not supposed to, but the way I've been living it before I put myself in a position to be visa helper nie. Trying to be my mother's helper and actually finding out that I'm not helping. The little bit of help is given to it, but it's pulling me down back, and you know, because I'm doing this for, but while I'm doing this for, I'm disappointing and hurting my auntie and myself also, everything that I'm used to, everything that I know, everything that makes me me, it's just going all down, you know?
your self-esteem, just everything about you.
Everything is just, ouch, draining, you know, and I don't even know it. And that's why my auntie has gotten into the habit of just leaving me to do. You must want to listen. So knock it as much as you want to, you know?
Mm.
You will knock your head so much you'll knock the sense back into your head. Like what my auntie tells me. You know? Yeah.
But it sounds like you've got a lot of regret around that period of your time.
I do. Just the way I went about it, you know? Like, I don't mind the experience, but the fact of the matter is, why, as I know myself, can't I get myself out of that hole that I keep taking myself into, falling myself back into, almost like, you know, hello, I'm here, I want to drown, but help me, or someone do something, you know, because like I said, when I was younger, it was just me and my auntie. My auntie always used, you know, I used to be my auntie's little, not just say I want to be in the spotlight or I want attention from A, B, C, D, E, F, G, you know, I never wanted to be the star of the show. It was never like that. Or I won't say I was important or whatever, but hear me also, bitchy, you know, hear me out, see me also,
Right.
you know,
Right.
especially in a world or in a time and a place where, like for example, by my mother, or here, in my where I'm living now, see me also, man. Listen to us. Don't always try and change me or tell me something better or, you know, when it's not. For instance, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Were you always, did you always feel that, even when you were younger, people always putting you into, telling you what to do, what not to do, what to do, what not to do? Like, where does that, I'm trying to understand, where does that thing of, no, see me, listen to what I'm saying. I'm not going to listen anymore to what you're saying, but listen to what I'm saying. When did that switch come over? Or has it always been there?
No, it's not always, it hasn't always been there. It's, can't say when it started, to be honest, but Kamatasem, it was not there when I was living with my auntie. Not when my life was the way it was supposed to be. It started happening when sick with my mother, sick when I was moving more permanently with my mother. You know? People I meet, and maybe it's okay, I get along with a lot of people. It's not that I am judgmental or so, you know. Mima, I always told myself I will never sketch in a bin. I sketch, like I said, like I told you the other day, nowadays I will jump in the bin. Just to see.
You probably can jump in and close the bin.
Not like that, man.
No, what I'm saying
Yeah.
is that your size, you can close the bin and you can hide yourself in the bin there.
I think I would actually. I'm small enough. The black ones though, not the brown, not the green ones.
The bigger black
Yeah.
ones.
Like I say, yeah, I'm not a judgmental person, or even the people before when I was working, when I walk past people, the walkers or whatever, if they ask me a question, ask me an inch or so, I won't be like, ew, I'll speak to them, I'll give them an inch, I'll give them this. or I'll go leave my house and I'll speak to you. But that's that, you know. I will also go, but I'll be nice with you. I'll be friendly with you because I'll speak with you because why not, you know? I'm not better than you, you know, and you're not better than me, you know.
We're equal.
We equal, you know. Yeah, most of us messed up in life. Not most, some of us messed up, some of us didn't. Some is doing this, some is doing that, you know. But we, at the end of the day, we are both going to. Okay, I can't say both gonna go into okay, so we're both gonna go into who can I say, to a morgue or to a
We're
diagnosis.
both gonna die.
We're both gonna
and go-
die.
and go- right,
Yeah,
right,
I can't say
right.
we're gonna both all gonna be buried because some people are going to be cremated, you know.
Right. Everyone will die.
You
That's
know,
fact.
die naked. You know, go
Right.
to a diagnosis naked. Suman.
Mm.
At the, yeah, don't know if you're gonna go to heaven now, but we're all going to. We all have our ups and downs. We all have our issues. We all have our.
Well,
No one is
we came to this
perfect.
world naked. We'll die
Yeah.
naked, right?
So we don't have to be cuck with one another or be a certain funny or whatever. So
So how did you? Okay, so now let's little fast forward now. How did you land up now in living on the streets? So you finished grade 12. You were working. You moved to Athlone to your mom. Things were happening there. You left Southfield, and I mean you're 24 now. So I mean, from 18 to 24, it's actually quite a short gap of time, you know. And a lot has happened in that in that space of time, you know. You say as if like there's more.
No, come and think about it. No? A lot of malligheid has happened, madness and destruction and wildness. Is a lot of shit has happened in that time, which caused a lot of hurt, heartache and pain actually, you know. Nothing that I can say or show a certificate for or, you know, just a lot of cuck. But however, like I say, maybe one day there's a reason for why this happened,
Right.
you know. What was the question again?
No, I was asking, so how then did you end up on the street?
Okay. So
So you're in Athlone now with your mom, and
yeah.
then the madness and the chaos is happening there.
Yeah, so how and why, I don't know the actual reason,
Okay.
but I was working for the council, Weinberg Depot, and I was working Weinberg, the main roads, Douglas's.
The main road all the way down to Plumstead, past Plumstead Retreat, that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was living with my auntie again.
Okay.
That time I was living. I moved again back to my auntie. Yeah.
What year is this now?
This was 20. What year are we now? 2024. This was 2020. 2021.
2021. Okay.
Yeah. 2022.
It was just before COVID. When was COVID?
COVID was 2020. 2020, yeah.
Okay. Where were you in 2020? Where were you during COVID? In Athlone?
No, I was here in Southfield.
Southfield, okay.
Yes, I also worked for ShopRite. I still had COVID that time, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was quarantined there by my auntie. We didn't even need to do that, you know, that I was basically sick while I was working. I won't lie to you.
When you were working at ShopRite?
Yes, I was sick.
Okay.
I had the aches and the pains and alles was sear and I was sick that time. So I went for my test.
Mm-hmm.
And the day or two afterwards, the 2 weeks of quarantine that I had to do now, was the time I was better.
Okay, so you already, your quarantine you should have taken then already.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was just because the time I went to the doctor and the certificate was there. Now I had to be booked off. But I don't need to anymore because I'm fine now.
Right.
But it was too late.
But how was COVID for you? Just in terms of you were working.
COVID was normal. It was normal. I was smoking, having the time of my life, drinking, working.
Jeez, okay.
You know, it was normal.
And staying in Southfield.
And I was at home, yeah, Southfield.
Right.
And I lived opposite my work.
Oh, what a pleasure.
Always late.
Because you were drinking and having a party that
No.
Why were you late?
Because I was like, it's a convenience for me.
Right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, don't worry. I'm gonna wake up now, man. They come me to years that time. But work starts 8 o'clock. Then I end up clocking in for work 8:30 or 9 o'clock.
Jesus.
A year and 2 months. But I should have been fired. Sicker for the first 4 months of my work. You know that.
For being late.
Not late, for being short and late. Both of that. But the thing is I'm just Bianca, man.
You're just Bianca.
Yeah.
Who's Bianca? That Bianca? Who's that Bianca? When he says, I'm just Bianca.
No, like I'm just Bianca, me.
Mm.
My personality-wise, yeah.
Right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
I attract a lot of people and I make people feel, like I say, they should have long time fired me. Like, honestly,
right.
You get your first warning, a second warning, a third warning, klar. I've been short 200 rand, over 400 rand. It's a lot of money. I don't know how I did. I don't know how. I won't lie to you, I've never stolen money. I don't know. I can't answer you.
Right.
But they've never fired me.
So why did you leave?
No. Why did I leave? Oh, they eventually had to fire me. I forgot. They eventually had to, yeah. I forgot. But that was like a year and 2 months after.
Okay, why did they eventually have to? They were hard full of you, like, this one. No more.
I think so. We've given too much. But head office on top.
Right.
Started. I had too many papers, too many warnings, too many notices,
right.
Too many notices of disciplinary hearings, too many. I have too much, honestly. So I think piling up was of that.
Okay.
I think they saw that. They were like, whoa. Bianca.
Yeah, no, this is a problem child. So you're at the council working along the main road.
Yes.
Okay.
So, keep in mind, I was smoking at the time.
What were you smoking? Just weed?
Me?
You didn't tell me.
The combatants.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was in hostilities.
It's new?
It doesn't know that.
Oh.
But yeah. Anyways, no one knows. No one knew that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nothing, Keisha. Yeah, we were naughty, but nobody knew though.
So it was undercover.
No, it was just me and her, man.
Was she also your size?
Yeah.
Pocket rockets, short and dynamite.
Yeah, and Nico took it just also nice. There was no one knew, and we were always together,
right.
Always. And how can I say? Oh, when they found out, I actually pimped us. I pimped.
Who found what? Found out what?
That we were smoking.
Oh, okay.
That thing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to say it.
Okay, it's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. We understand.
Yeah, the father actually came to my house. My mother.
Okay.
That same day, that same night, when we still just finished smoking at T-Bus. We're waiting for someone we just sent again to the merchant.
So you're waiting for a second.
Yes, because the merchant's place was closer to my house than our house.
Okay.
And you just have to go over the railway,
Okay.
down and come. You see, and so when he get then we just come back outside and we just get him back. Okay, then he drives his bike and then we just walk afterwards. Like nothing happened. Like that. And we're having tea there by me. And here, we just, Daddy bang on the door. Get up! I say, oh my God, what's happening? Here he asked, what is this? There's now the lolly was now.
From the guy downstairs. Where did the dad get the thing from?
No, rolled up in a sock.
Oh, okay.
In a
cupboard in
a
a
cupboard
room.
in the drawer
Uh-huh.
at the back. Now her brother also used to smoke, but he wasn't there at the time, so it could be no one else. She still expects me to lie.
Oh, so she wanted to push you to put under the bus, and you must take the blame.
No, none of us. No one must take no blame.
Okay.
But we also can't say it's either of us. How the hell do you do that?
And so how did that play out?
Ek was so tik all lied to you. I just thought, I
You just spilled the beans.
I just spilled the beans. And she just looks at me. She's like, how can you do that? I said, but what must I do? And I'm high now.
Right.
I'm sorry. I must. I just had to. How else do I have to say it? You know? How else? A sock, a room, in a drawer, in a cupboard. Up. Ow.
Right.
And I was told, let me keep it, man. They was not going to sketch in my stuff. My mother. No, we'll leave it here. We're going to smoke here by me. Now look what happened, man.
And so what happens after that now? Dad catches her and then?
And then I still took trouble to that guy's house. Whose thing it belongs to, because it wasn't hers.
Okay.
You see, so... What happened? Where was he? Oh, he didn't go yet. He didn't go to the merchant yet. He was at home on his way to go to the merchant. Yeah, Yeah, we go into his house now, which is just around the corner, the Salas Street. Yeah, we go into his house. Hey, I bring the moeilijkheid there to his house.
He's just taking trouble from him. Wow.
Yeah. But afterwards, I was done and dusted and we smoked anyways.
So now you smoked up, sweeping. I mean, not sweeping, but working for the council.
Yes.
All right.
And then I started. Okay, here's the merchant. Oh, there's the merchant. Hi, Weinberg. I never used to. You drive past Weinberg, you know. They say, oh yeah, I don't know. I'll never walk here. Back in the day, you know.
Or when you were at school and you're wearing your brown and whatever uniform.
Yes, I'll never. I will never go as far as Aliwal Road, you know. That part of Weinberg was now.
Yeah.
Iber Road.
Is that the
Hollywood Bits.
Is that demarcate? Okay, that's from
the station from the station, Weinberg station till where it says where it says Weinberg.
Yes.
Oh no, so I say
where there's the Weinberg board, the sign that says the Weinberg suburb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That gedeelte.
Right.
Never will I ever walk there. That is where the shit is. So I started walking that line.
Because you were working in there.
Yeah, kom weet ek al die colleges man where they must buy and where you will smoke and so and so and so. And that's how it happened. So I started buying my own stuff and that's how the shit happened. And then I won't go home. Then I will almost stay there. That time my auntie, I'm going to go to my mother. I'm gonna spend the week there, a few days there, or the week there, or like that. You know, I'm an adult now. My auntie was put a mind to, okay, she did a deed. She got me to high school. I don't know what phase I'm in, but this is just not working. It's up and downs. This disappointments. It's just not working for her. She's got a lot of, she's old also. Not old, but she can't deal with the stress, and so
Like
not
not
to say
knowing where
she's,
you are, what's happening to you,
yeah,
and
not to say she's cutting me off, but she's just putting it in God's hands, or just putting it there. But however, I do message her,
Right.
okay, even if from another person's phone, because I know her number. I always tell her, yeah, hi, Bianca, I'm okay. Or,
Okay, just to at least so that her heart is at least at ease. That
you know,
yeah.
yeah. So that's one good thing I can say that I've assured her that, okay, look, yeah, instead of having a worry ass
Yes.
off, and, you
Being
know.
anxious and not knowing what's happening, where you are.
Even now, when I'm where I am now, she knows where I am.
She knows where you stay. She can find you. And
Yeah.
okay, fantastic. So now you meet up. So you hang around with these guys now.
Ja, nou hang.
Nang there.
You know,
Now
nou is
your
ek die ingo,
your
joh.
one big girls prim and proper thing is out the window now.
I'm
Now
telling
you're
you. That's not a joke. But it's
Yeah.
a joke, well, but yeah. Yeah.
And but where was the switch where you then decided, okay, now I'm gonna live here. I'm not now gonna go back to a place where I call home, whether it's in Athlone or Southfield, but you just to take the decision that, okay, now I'm going to live in this community.
Don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Hulle sal sê in Engels, I don't know. Weet jy wat het my besil? What's that in English?
You don't know what you were thinking? You don't want...
I don't know what... I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was... What... I don't know. Because, okay, a little incident did happen, but I could have gone home, man. I still can't go home, but I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. Because I was smoking at home already, you know? So it's not because, oh, I can't, it's smoking that's put me here, or I killed someone, now I can't go home now, or I spent so many years in jail because of this, now the community doesn't want me at home, or most reasons why most people is on the street. I don't know. Hey, bro. I don't know yet.
Right.
That's messed up, eh?
I think it's... I think there's something there that's keeping you there that maybe is not at home. I don't know. I don't think it's messed up. I just think that you're searching for that thing. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And the social worker that you worked with when you were at the lady you talked about so proudly, you can never contact her just to maybe...
I have actually contacted her. When was this? But this was while I was still okay, man.
Okay.
Yeah. Not okay. But okay, you know, I was in a stable house.
Right. You were functioning to people's eyes in terms of doing the things. And in terms of the shelter, I remember some of the guys have said that if you're going to get into the shelter, you have to go to a social worker out in Grassy Park aren't there social workers that are in the shelters that you could talk to? Or?
So when law enforcement or social people come into the field there, I don't speak to any of them.
Why?
I don't speak to them because I don't know. I don't feel the need to answer the questions, because the questions they are asking me, why are you on the street? Why are you doing this? You're so young. Oh, the stuff I don't want to hear, because I know it.
Right.
I hear it. You know, me myself, I can't answer questions. Later, when I sit down and think to myself, what am I actually doing here? I can't answer that myself. You know? Yeah, you're trying to help me. But I know myself that, okay, you can try and help me, but we're going to see how far you're going to get. In that sense, you know, I'm not trying to be funny. I just know myself. You know, I don't know, that sounds so messed up, but it is what it is. So I do not interact with such questions, because that's a question I can't answer myself.
Right, I hear you.
You know? Yeah.
It sounds like also in that you don't deal well with judgment and people judging you, and how those questions come out as a sort of a judgment, and you fight back against that type of not power, but that type of thinking when people judging you. Or is it, am I hearing you?
No, you are actually on point, yeah. Because, you know, yeah. Do not waffle. Yes.
Go, no, speak, no.
Yes, you are right. I actually don't take that lightly, because at the end of the day, yes, I know I messed up. Yes, I know this. Yes, I know, you know, I know how to handle it. But however, I'm not handling it, but I know how I can, you know. But the whole question is, why, how, you know? It's maybe something to do with, maybe I must find my purpose here, or what is my purpose? Questions like that, questions like that will come on nerves, because I don't know how to answer it.
Let me tell you, I'd say I only found my purpose in life at probably 41. What I'm trying to say to you is that sometimes you don't have the answers, and it's okay. You know, it's okay. It's you know, we tend to pressurize ourselves to finding and knowing the answer, and we have to know that answer. We have to, because if you don't know it, crisis is going to happen, you know, as to where you're going to go in life and all those things. Yes, life's experiences force you into a different direction, but those directions that you find yourself in, my personal experience, when I look back, some of those experiences have not been pleasant. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I found myself in West Africa with malaria, and literally I nearly died. You know, but there's so much that came out of that whole experience for me. You know, which only plays out now in terms of those lessons that I learned. This was 15 years ago. You know, and I think that sometimes I can talk for myself that I was very hard on myself when I was young to try and figure out life at a young age. and only at 41, and I haven't even figured it out either, you know. And I think I'm doing something that is purposeful in my life, you know. So I think you must give yourself some slack, you know. I'm not saying you are where you are on purpose. That's not what I'm saying at all. I believe that you can get out of this situation you're in. You, as you said yourself, you know best as to when that time, and you'll know when that moment is right, you know. You're very clever. I mean, 4 distinctions.
4.
Okay. 4. Look at that.
We come to the 4.
You know, I don't doubt that. That I don't doubt, you know. I just think you'll know when the time is right. Right. So don't feel under pressure to know to know the answers there and then, you know. Yeah. You're okay. So now where you're staying now, at least you've said the longest relationship you've had is with your boyfriend now.
Yeah.
And did you meet him in that same community, or how?
Yeah.
Did,
Yeah, you're on the street.
Yeah.
I just, like I said, when I met you, I just, how can I say? I was not will you be my girlfriend? I was just I'm dating you now.
Oh, just like that.
It was just like that. And I didn't even know.
And you just said, "Oh, okay."
I was like, okay. Okay, so that's how it goes now.
So
That's funny.
what about him that you just said, "Oh, okay"?
Nothing. I didn't say anything to him. That's what I was thinking. Like, just he had a girlfriend, by the way. She was a friend. Come like, and a lot of people say I took him off her, which is not the case. But that one was a difficult one as well. They used to call the name they call the chocolate.
The girlfriend.
Yeah.
Why chocolate?
Because I don't know why they call it chocolate. She was more dark chocolate.
Okay.
But yeah, I was staying with the two of them in the tent.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't I was not making moves on him.
I was about to say, hold up.
I was
the three of you and under one tent.
I was not. I was more against the fact that he was trying to make moves on me.
Oh, okay.
You know, because I don't like that. I don't like the fact of a female coming in and making shit, and especially someone that you open your doors,
Your home to.
your tent door to.
Yes.
I don't believe in that, and I would hate it to happen to me, even though sometimes it does happen to me. His old female friends or female, whatever they call it, that come with their drugs and their monies and their stuff, and then it's like when living on the streets is something else, shame. But as I say, drugs on the street, you're...
What have you? I mean, someone with with your sort of background in terms of having lived that side of life, when I say that side of life, with a roof over your head.
How am I surviving?
No, not necessarily how you're surviving, and now so you know that life, and now the street life, and what do you think? I mean, earlier on you mentioned as to what drives people to the street in your experience, But the drugs, you keep on mentioning the drugs and what the drugs do to people and street life and stuff. What, in your experience, what have you, what are the changes that you've seen in people? Or what have you seen that you think, wow, if you were not on drugs, but you would not be doing this? You know, what is there like something that sticks out to you? Think, yo, dude, I mean, what you're doing now is just...
Nothing at all, actually. Thing is they always say there's a cure to substance abuse, or you can get over substance abuse and stuff like that. And the different types of uses of substances. Thing is this, I don't know if it's the type of substance the person is using, or the environment that they're using it in, or what it is, because I have been through bowls, and I've been through liquids, I've been through, I've never injected myself, I've taken Xanax, sleeping pills, lean, codeine, I've alcohol, weed, mandrax, and crystal meth, all at the same time. So.
What do you mean same time? Like just all one cocktail?
Not cocktail,
Oh, okay.
but like
simultaneously.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh, it's lekker juice. Okay, now ik weet het nou. Ik schrijf op mij nou. Okay, dat pop two pills now. Or so, man. But it's not the experience I'm facing now when it comes to... Okay, and I'm over smoking, man. Like, I'm so one-sided from the smoker section. You know, you get a smoker section, you get a non-smoker section, even though you're in the smoking section, you know?
Right.
I'm over there, and then you'll get the smokers. They will all have a party, smoking party there. If you don't invite me, no, I'm not gonna go and sit there, or I'm not gonna klop aan. Okay, cream or you do you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
If I don't have the urge to like a druggy ass, but then again, I've only been smoking for... Okay, it's also been more than a year, but however, it's not been
It's not to a point as a habit, to a point where it's running your life. You can still function without having smoked, whereas some other people need to constantly be on that high. So even if they're not on that, so you can function even if you're not on that high. Yeah,
for example, when a person has a toothache or a headache, now you must smoke. Take a scape of a button pipe now, a chemist, mandrax now, to ease the pain or so.
Meanwhile, it's not actually, you can take a Panado and it does the same thing for you.
Not I tell you something, the people that smokes now, they don't even like to take tablets, but they're smoking a tablet. And they won't, and it's so difficult to get them to a hospital.
That's one thing I've experienced. All the guys, I said, guys.
But they will smoke, they will smoke them dead.
Like I said to all the guys, even Clint, I tell him, say the same thing, like go to hospital. Nah, I don't want to go to hospital.
No, it's honestly, it's a thing. Really. My boyfriend had an infection, which could have... If it went anywhere further, then he could have gotten so severely infected that he could have died, you know. But luckily it didn't. But still, you know how long it took for me to get that man to hospital. En kom ek sê vir jou, toe ek vir hom op hospitaal toe kom, nou, pas reception, he got this thingy, No man, it's taking too long. Wait, I want to go smoke quickly.
You kidding me?
En ek kan nie vir daai man hier sê nie, man.
Yeah.
I can't control him in a way of, Wesley, just stop it, man. Because if he wants to smoke, he wants to smoke now. He's got the thing, you know. Then he walks out the hospital. Now I come back later. Nog nooit weer gegaan nie. He's been to hospital twice. Then he walks out. I won't lie to you.
Just not patient. Oh, it's because the, as you say, that need to have a smoke now quickly. Then the smoke turns up, one turns into two, and then it just snowballs down.
Oh, I think they just don't want to go to bloody hospital because they know, okay, no, if I'm not going to go to hospital, they're going to leave me overnight, keep me overnight, or they're going to keep me for so many days. You know, they're not ready for that. Detox, whatever. But however, you can detox, but you probably can't detox in the hospital like that. I don't know. It's messed up.
But I mean, I was chatting to one of the guys, and they're talking about detox now, talking about how prison is, in terms of detox, where you properly get detoxed, you know. And I mean, you've never been to prison.
Sorry. Never been to prison, never been to the cellar.
Good.
Never been...
No.
I've never done any criminal things.
No.
I've never seen... Only time I've seen court is when I took my mother's boyfriend to court. Yeah.
You took him to court?
Yes.
Why was that?
Why? Where? In Athlone.
No, I mean, why was it? Why? Yeah.
No, because he decided, no, he's going to throw me with a metal rake and a tablet on my head over here. He has 7 stitches still.
Oh,
Got 7 stitches. I, for helping my mother out something. J88. You know,
What's a J88?
That's what the police station officer gave me and took me to the hospital. Yeah.
Right.
Now, head injury as well, it belongs to the government. And the severest of they said it was, if he had to give me one knock, like as you can see where the scar is, I was like over there, and my crown is like just here.
Oh dear.
So, if it was one hit, if he had to give me another knock, I could have died. I'm actually supposed to be going for CAT scans every 3 years after that incident.
Have you gone for?
Nope.
Here you are complaining about your boyfriend not going to hospital, and here you don't want to go for a CAT scan.
No, but I haven't felt nothing has happened to me here upstairs yet that I need to. Okay, but there's one day something did happen, and I actually, outside, and I actually did, don't know what happened to me, but I was like,
shivering and...
What is shivering, man? Almost like a mini fit.
Okay.
But it was something else, man. Yeah, something knocked into me, so, and it hit my head, and the effect
It got dizzy and you just got disorientated.
Yeah. But I didn't know about that. I didn't know at the time it was that until I got woken up and realized, my head got, it hit my head, you know, and my head, and oh shit, that. So, other than that, nothing else has happened to me for me to you know, I didn't get married yet. Yeah.
So you're saying that song by that 2020 song,
Lil
TJ happened now in the start of your...
Oh my shit. Yo, no wonder I like that song so much. I just feel that song, man.
Yeah.
Yo, and that basically 2020. Yo, now.
And the lyrics are quite interesting. If I remember, I mean, you talk about, you know, people being fake, and dreams and his aspirations, and
and people like other people saying, how can I say, they cheering him on, but he's saying no, I'm not done yet, you know.
yes,
And his downfalls, and his mama crying. But he's gonna come home soon. He's gotta come home because mama's crying or something like that. Yeah.
So you could relate quite a lot to. I can, now that I've listened to him and we've spoken, I can see where the connection is and how you can relate to that song.
Yeah, it's actually quite funny how me now, a person doesn't realize certain points and at that time, because actually I like that song so much, and I didn't know why actually, and why that song. Now you explaining now and you saying all of these things, and I'm actually realizing, oh my word, you hit the nail on
the head. You can nail on the head, I think.
Not my head.
Okay, not your head. No.
Not my head. Yeah.
No, music like art. Music is one of those forms that you just attracted to something, to a song, and the lyrics, but you don't realize that actually this is saying a certain part of your life, and how that song resonates and speaks to you.
Honestly, and I love listening to music. I love music, I always had earphones in my ears. I always had Spotify, YouTube Music, my music, and then also Samsung Music and Zoom and Apple Music, whichever phone I had back in the day when I was at home. And now, to be honest, I haven't listened to my type of music, or people come the music boxes and so whatever, but never my own personal. And when I smart to listen to a song now, or I never get the time to, or the chance to, or the opportunity to even just be in my music vibe. That's quite sad. But I don't know. Because if people change anything there.
Then you can just take the phone then and say, put on your own music. Those people that bring those ones that bring the boxes most.
But the phone.
But where they playing the music out of? They must be
memory stick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought maybe they're hooking onto Bluetooth, a Bluetooth speaker.
Some of the people, they are people on the street, they're on the field, they has phones. But there's other people that don't give off their last panty for a jug, Now, unfortunately, my people that I living on the street with, that I chose to live on the street with, they tend to, I won't lie to you, they will get the coolest things in the bins, still new, headphones, phones, watches, music boxes even, but they'll have for a day or 2 or 3, whatever, but they'll eventually end up changing it.
Selling it for money so that they can buy.
And sometimes it works on my nerves, because can't you at least keep one thing, But then again, like I said, I'm still new on the street, so I'm not still hooked into that lifestyle of. They know why they're doing it.
Sure.
I don't know why. Like when they wanna come see something, why do you wanna see it? For what you want to see? Because no, weet ek nou nie. Hulle wil kyk wat so goed is. Because I want to change it. Then so much. No,
So
for what?
you gotta hide all the things that
Because
you get.
now I must sit so. Because then if they see it, then they're gonna be like, come and see something, go. Come and see the singing.
You know where it's going.
Really.
Okay.
Even me, that yourself. Now where do you see? Now when it's cold, then you will see dinguses, or you will see a stem here. I'm like, what the fuck? So man. But yeah, sis.
So it's amazing what people throw away, right?
Yeah, it is. I told my boyfriend the other day or so, you know what now? Use people, you honestly, no? Use people.
Yes.
I mean, also want I'm gonna just take you home now. You will have the time of your life there at home by me. Both homes.
Home as in, okay, Southfield and
Even
in
both.
Athlone, right?
Because there's so much broken electronics there now.
Mm-hmm.
That's laying there. That if you ask, can I have it? It's broken. You know? They will come out with like I don't know, a whole bag full of stuff, and if they take it to the scale, copper or whatever, they must couple the goods out there. They'll get some quite bucks for that.
Right.
They will, but they'll be one day merchants, because they'll be one day millionaires.
One day.
I'm telling
So they
you.
get the things and they sell it. They get it.
Yeah, and they will buy wholesale bulk drugs and they'll smoke it all up. Lots longer. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
It's messed up.
Mm.
But that's life. Some people's life.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
No, but I think if I'm hearing you, is that you haven't given up hope. I don't think you haven't given up hope. It's just that you're doing things in your time.
Mm.
Whatever that means.
Yeah.
Whatever, you know it. You know, and I think
Not
that...
yet, but yeah. But
No.
no, I do know I haven't given up yet.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I don't... I think that...
I just don't know
you
why it's
aren't.
taking so long, but...
No, that's the
fine.
thing about life, right?
Mm.
You don't have... It doesn't have like a destination. Like, okay, it's going to take you 2 hours or 10 days or whatever. You know, it's that hope that you have to have, that something is going to work out, something's going to fall into place.
Yeah.
Because I think that if we don't have that, that is where nothing that candlelight then just gets put off, you know, and that candlelight is that hope, and that's all that we can hold on to, I think. You know, hope for a better tomorrow, and whatever that better tomorrow is for each of us is different, right? But hope is what gets us there, I think.
Yeah.
And and as a parent, because I'm a parent, irrespective of what your child has done, if you love your child, you'll always accept them back. I just think as a parent, as a human being, you know, you might be angry, you might be upset, you know, that this individual did something to you, but your own child, you've poured so much to them. I think that any parent who would provide you an opportunity to have such a good education and be patient with you, even though you're going through your ups and downs, and be patient and still be there. I think that if you'd go knocking on that door, you would be surprised at the reception that you get, you know.
Yes. Definitely.
But when you're ready, Bianca?
Charles?
Thank you very much. I wanted to ask you, before we finish, your former classmates and friends at Weinberg Girls, do you ever see them on the street? Do they Do you guys ever bump into? I mean, you stay in the same hood. I mean, do you ever bump into them or?
No. However, I've bumped into a few of my ex-council employees.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But they're dope.
Mm-hmm.
I dope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the one I've spoken to, I go to her, give her a hug because I met her when I was working for ShopRite. I met her that time, so she knows. I wouldn't say she knows me long, but she knows my mild stage and and she was my shelter when I was, how can I say, my shelter when I not needed it, but when I needed it as well, she will tell me, can't go home now, or can't go home looking like this. Your auntie can cry, so man. She was also my...
Like at that moment when you needed someone who can just sort of be not a sounding board, but just someone that
a friend
was
mom.
caring
Yeah.
for you,
Yeah, she was there. Uka wants me to come visit her. She told me she's... Sorry. You better edit it out.
As long as you don't give me COVID.
No, man, I don't have COVID, man. I told you in the car.
I'm just joking with you.
She told me when I come neighbor, she's not going to give me... don't do nothing to me. She's going to give me a liquor hiding.
By her?
Yeah.
Why?
Because she wants to get this, whatever I have out of me, she says.
You see, there's people that care. There are people that care. I think that, there's people that care. When you're ready, that's all it is.
Yeah, and she also knows that, and she sees me about, when was I here? 2 weeks ago, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
By Pick and Place in Weinberg.
Okay.
Yeah. But she's normally at the back there by the park taxis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Bianca, thank you very much.
No problem.
These type of conversations are never easy. Well, they're never easy for me because it's a conversation that you become vulnerable emotionally, and so I'm very grateful for you to open yourself up and just be vulnerable and share your story with me, and hopefully we can have a part 2. And so I'm grateful, and I just want to say thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
thank you. Sometimes I like to hear the sound of my own voice sometimes. In the sense of, am I speaking sense? Am I making sense? Am I, This chest of mine is going to start annoying me now. I think I don't know.
Maybe the aircon.
Is the aircon on now?
I weet nie.
Well,
okay.
Because all of a sudden it's doing that. But yeah, how can I say? Because I always get put in a position where I just sit and I look at everyone and it's just all about them, It's never, hello, do you see what I'm saying? Am I making sense? Is it,
Do you have someone that you can talk to in terms of, because you come across as a woman who's quite deep in terms of your thinking. You think things through. You look at your environment and you think about the environment that you find yourself in. So you think things through. Do you have someone that you can talk things through? Because as you say, sometimes you might think that you're going crazy because are you the only one who's seeing this, you know?
There where I'm staying now, not nobody. But if Glenn does come along, but we also don't have all day because he's also in a relationship and I'm also in a relationship, so other people is not gonna look and also see him and dingus like, you know, because people like to, you know, nonsense at the end of the day, and no one has the same type of
outlook.
sorry. I think it's sticky something.
Do you want some water? Give me some water. Okay, give me some water quickly. All you guys are coughing in unison now. What's happening here? Hey. You start, Clint starts. Whitney, wat gaat dan nu? Okay, we're nearly wrapping it up, anyway, so don't worry about it. Look at that, listen to that now. Now he's going on. We're nearly. No, not you. What are you laughing at? Look at that. You see that now? Look what you started. Look what you started.
Now you know what, no? I think
Come closer to
something went in my throat, you know that?
Something went in where? In your throat? Okay.
Because I can see your...
Bianca, are you on something? Okay.
I am on something, yes, but not at the moment.
Okay. All right.
But not at the moment. Could I see, like, if I look up, the flossies of the...
Big, I can't see shit here, girl. Okay, all right. Bianca?
Dust or the...
Dust particles. Here we go.
Yes.
Here we go. Okay.
Here we go.
I hear what you say. I hear what you say. On that note of the dust particles, and Bianca, thank you very much, Bianca.
You're welcome.
Keep it together, Matt, and that is.
Thank you. Oh, you know? Now you see what I mean?